Hello Leo, suns, moons, and risings. I'm Zayleigh. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to do an energy read for the month of November 2022 and see what kind of messages I can deliver to you. Wow, that was cheesy. All right, well, if you're still watching after that, thank you. I'm actually going to do a spread this month, so let me shuffle these cards and we can get started. So this is going to be the overall energy of your month, okay? So we have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Moon. This is a really interesting combination, okay? So with the Eight of Pentacles is usually a more material thing. It's something that you're really putting your energy into. It's something that you're really like focusing, you're passionate about it, you're working on something and you're very focused. But when we put the Moon there, which is all about the subconscious mind, it's about fears, it's about illusions, it's about all that type of energy, right? So to me, this tells me that you guys are actively this month, like working on any fears. So this isn't necessarily going to be very physical. However, I know, yes, you guys will still be working, don't worry. But it's like you're in a place where you're wanting to put your focus maybe more towards your inner world, okay? And with that comes great healing, because we need to learn how to face our fears in order to like dissolve them. And we all have certain fears, I totally understand, but it's like you guys are in a place where you're really wanting to like get down to why those are coming up. Another really strong message I'm getting here, okay? If this doesn't resonate with you, please just discard it, but there may be people that need to hear it, okay? But it's going to be working on like a mother wound, okay? So if you have a wound towards your mother, abandonment wound, something like that, Moon represents mother, okay? So when I see that come up, I can't help but think about it, you know, so, because I also do astrology, so the Moon in astrology represents the mother. Your moon sign actually kind of represents how your mother was to you. So, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Moon card, I'm seeing that there could be like deep inner work in regards to a mother issue that you've had, a mother wound. That's what it is. So not for all of you guys. Some of you guys have great moms. Super stoked for you, by the way. But others, you know, there's many people out there. So that could be like the focus of your month, is really getting down to the subconscious beliefs that have kept you held back, that have kept you in a place of feeling limited in the things that you can do and accomplish and achieve. And it doesn't just have to be like work related. It's like you as an individual, like take an honest look to see like where you are and the growth that you've had, and what are you willing to look at the things that you fear the most within yourself? You know, gosh, it's so uncomfortable to ask questions like that, but the more that you do it, I would like to say the easier it gets, but it doesn't really get easier. But it helps, because then it's like the layers start peeling off and you don't have to be so, you don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be stuck in the same place. With the first week, we have the Tower and the Four of Wands reversed. So how I'm going to look at this is there's definitely some event and it could possibly be happening in your home. Okay. Now don't freak out. Okay, this is a tarot reading on the internet. So this could just even be like a disagreement, or if people get sick around you and you're like, oh gosh, like I wasn't expecting that. It doesn't have to be like some huge thing. For some of you guys it will be, like maybe you are unexpectedly move, who knows. But there's a sense of instability in your home life. And if it's not in your home life, it could be just in your, honestly, for most of you guys, is going to be, it's in your environment. So there's a lack of stability. And I feel for most of you guys, it could have to do with the people that if you're living with people, or maybe like you have something happen with your landlord, or, you know, there's something that it's not, I feel, caused by you. Like you're not you're not the tower. There's just a tower moment in your environment or in your home. It could be like in your, even another way I could read this is like there's a tower moment in your own values and the things that you like really thought you believed in. You know, maybe that gets kind of, so how I'm seeing this, okay, is like if you really believed in something really strongly, right? And the whole foundation of that, like you built this foundation in your mind of what something is and what it means and all this stuff. And maybe something happens to where you're like, well, now I don't believe that at all because of a certain experience that you went through. And it changed how you perceive the things that you were once like really valuing and the things that really meant something to you. So, all right, so the second week we have the Justice card with the 8 of Swords reversed. So this shows me, regardless of whatever that happened in the first week for you guys, that kind of something fell, something, you know, was no longer, whether it be a thought of you know, your thoughts, beliefs, structures, something to do with your home, people, whatever, that falls away. But it looks like you guys are in a very good place mentally because you're wanting to master, you're becoming a master of your mind. And that's because you're seeing things in a way that you're knowing that things are going to balance out. Okay, regardless of how they may look, when you go through certain things, then you're looking and you're like, okay, wait, no, this is actually going to work out. So let me not be in the 8 of Swords upright, which is like very much chaos in the mind, right? It's self-deprecation, it's entrapment of your thoughts, and just like digging this full hill, you know, full hole. That makes no sense. Okay, you're digging like a big hole, right? Of like things that probably wouldn't even happen, is the 8 of Swords in the upright position. You put a reverse with the Justice, it's like, no, we're cutting all of that out with this sword that he's holding, he or she or they is holding right here. And you're cutting out that. You're like, okay, I'm gonna master my mind because I know that my mind is powerful. So I'm not gonna let the events that happened get the best of me. All right, the third week we have the Knight of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So this brings in a sigh of relief for me because I was like, oh no, a tower moment right in the beginning, no. So, and then we have you guys mastering your mind, but then we have this Ace of Swords and we have this Ace of Cups. So this could be a couple of things, okay? This could be you renewing, like a sense of renewal when it comes to your emotional state, how you are, like, if you're feeling like really, really overflow of creativity, maybe you have a lot of ideas come to you based off of the emotions that you've been experiencing. And for some of you guys, this is actually going to be communication. So communication from somebody who wants to deliver a message of love or, you know, opening their heart. It's somebody with an open heart who's like, okay, I have to communicate this to you. If I don't, then I'll die. No, I'm just kidding. But like it's really a message of love. And if it's not a romantic type of love, it's like maybe someone's coming to you and they're just like appreciating you, telling you how much they value you and how important you are to them. So take that how it, you know, works for you. But this is very much and it could be like an offer. So maybe like someone's offering for you to work with them on some type of project where you guys merge your creative abilities together. And but either way, any way you want to look at it, I see that you guys are feeling fulfilled emotionally. You're balancing your emotions. I think it's because of that Justice card with the 8 of Swords in reverse. It's like you're not letting your mind get the best of you. And then in turn, then your emotions are stabilizing. So it's not like a, whoa, you know, a big thing going on. With the fourth week, we have the Hierophant and the 4 of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here with the Hierophant, it's like you guys could be either take this a couple different ways, but if you're a teacher, you're teaching others and you're actually like creating stability from that. You're creating abundance from that. If not, you guys are finding stability from somebody who is like a teacher to you. It doesn't have to be an actual teacher. If you go to therapy, say for example, that could be like you getting support from somebody. It doesn't even have to be somebody that's an actual professional like that, but somebody that you rely on, who you value the things that they say, their words of wisdom. It's somebody that you can learn from. So this Hierophant is showing me that you're finding more stability within yourself. It's either going to be from you doing that for other people, so like you teaching and you helping other people, or from somebody coming in and helping you, teaching you, helping you to overcome some certain obstacles. And honestly, like when we go through tower moments, it's actually really beneficial that we have people that we can connect and talk to. So whoever that person is in your life, just know that they're there for you and that they want to help you and that you can talk to them. I'm also getting that you guys are becoming more clear about the things of what your values are. Like what do you really value? And it's like like your integrity. What do you find? What kind of people you want around you that have that type of integrity, that have the same intentions towards you? You're getting clear about that, and you're finding a lot of it's feeling like it's actually becoming like I picture like a, I don't know why I'm seeing a wall being built. That's so interesting, like a brick wall. I'm not thinking of Pink Floyd The Wall either. Or am I? No, I'm just kidding. It's like, you know, when you lay down the bricks, right? Like brick by brick, solid, and it becomes more solid and everything is like, okay, cool. Like you have this whole foundation. You can look at that in the same way that you look at your life. You build up foundations in regards to your career, in regards to your family life, in regards to your relationships, your friendships, your health, right? So you are in a place, I feel like, where you're getting really clear about that foundation that you're building. It doesn't have to be bricks if you don't want it to be, but I just saw that in my mind and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So the challenge position, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse and we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's interesting that this is a challenge because these are both in reverse, and I actually see that as being more of a positive thing. So I feel, especially from what I was talking about before, like you guys are in a place where you're mastering your mind. You're not going to be up late at night, you know, in the 9 of Swords energy, insomnia, like all these racing thoughts. So if you do find yourself in that position, I feel that maybe with the 2 of Pentacles reversed, it's like it's very busy. The energy of the 2 of Pentacles is very busy. It's like multitasking. Okay, I'm just like have all this stuff that I need to do and I feel like it's never ending. So I see, like, if you guys come to a place and you say you do feel like a lot of mental activity, kind of don't try to distract yourself. Oh, that's what I'm getting. Okay, with like doing more stuff. Okay, because I know a lot of people want to do that, and sometimes it's good to do that. Like sometimes we have to distract ourselves because our mind is getting so crazy and it will just like put us in this place where it's just a spiral. But I think what you're being asked here is, like, especially because you guys are doing that work on like your subconscious mind and you're really clearing that out, you're putting a lot of work into that with this overall energy. So don't try to distract yourself with like do. Maybe take some time and just like reflect on some things. And honestly, get out a piece of paper and a pen and write down, like if you're having all of these thoughts, literally get out a piece of paper and just write them down. You when you can find a way to actually physically get rid of energy from your mind, especially like when I was going through a really challenging time in my life, it's something that I would have to do multiple times a day. And I would be there and I would just like take out a piece of paper and I would write down everything that I'm feeling, everything that I'm feeling. Even when I was DJing, I would I would put on my like, you know, text edit thing, and I'd be like playing songs, but I would have like, I was going through a lot. So I'd have a lot going on mentally, and I would just like start typing it out. And then by the time I was done typing it out, I was like, it was like a sigh of relief, and I felt so much better. So if you guys are having that type of stuff, like don't try to distract yourself just like do with all these things. Like just maybe do that exercise. So if you guys don't want to do that, that's totally fine. But I just wanted to share that just in case that helps somebody, because when my mind would get like real crazy, then I would just like start writing it out. I like to personally like physically write it out. Sometimes if you're like out waiting in line at the store or something, then you can like type it on your phone, do whatever you need to do. But it's a really good way to get that out, get that energy out. And then I feel like that's going to help you in your mind, your mental space. So the blessings we have for you is the Strength card with the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. So we have your energy. Hey, Leo. And that just is a reminder, of course, like how strong you guys are. So regardless of the things that happen, kind of tower moments or whatever, you guys are channeling that energy, finding the strength within you, and it's actually going to give you a lot of like a lot of fire within yourself. Okay, this is very fiery energy. So this is going to give you that sense of like, all right, well, I don't like this, or this needs to change, so I'm going to take action on it. I see a lot of you guys like really getting into some type of fitness routine. Okay, because when I think of the 8, I think of the numerology of the number 8, which a balanced number 8, okay, because there's imbalanced 8s and there's balanced 8s. So when I see a balanced 8, that would be the energy of somebody really contributing to their health. They're contributing to their physical body. They're doing physical things. So if you're like wanting to take a run, if you're wanting to just move more, just dance, do whatever to physically move your body, I feel that that is going to help you get more inspiration and passion for life, literally life in general. So this is a big blessing. I feel like that you guys have the strength. You've already gone through a lot. That's why the Strength card is showing up. Based off of your past experiences, you're a strong person, okay? Because you're more than a person. You're a divine being on the planet. So look at that strength that you have within you, and then channel that strength and all those things that you've gone through, and create something with it. Create something tangible. Create something that you can physically put out into the world. And I think that that's going to help you to feel a lot better with whatever has been going on. The overall message is the Knight of Wands and the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, she is the seer. She's the moon energy. So we have moon energy again, because it's feminine energy, but it's also moon because it's number 2. So I always take into account numerology as well. But with the Knight of Cups, it's like bringing that your knowledge, whether you study the occult, whether you study spirituality, but maybe you start like a new practice or something, like you're feeling called to maybe like look deeper into things. If it's not spirituality, it could just be like just the hidden things of what's really going on in the world, right? Because we all know there's some things going on in the world. I don't want to be no conspiracy theorist or anything, but things are going on that a lot of people don't talk about. So you could just even be diving deeper into topics like that, or being interested in it. If that's not the case, then I see you guys just really, this definitely is a message to listen to your intuition. Always listen to your intuition. I know that I say that a lot in a lot of my readings, but when I see the High Priestess coming up, it's like, it's an extra reminder to listen to your internal guidance system, that's navigating you through. And also I'm seeing this as continue going into the unknown, because we have the Knight of Cups here who's literally walking towards the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is all about she knows, but she knows things on a spiritual level, on a non-physical level. So whereas like say the Magician would be the more like tangible, physical, and then we move into the High Priestess, which is like the more spiritual connection. The more that you go and you keep on being the Knight of Cups, okay, you keep moving towards the unknown, even though you don't know where you're going, because the Moon is the unknown too. And that showed up at the very beginning of your reading, and now we have the High Priestess at the very end. So it's like, okay, regardless of where you're going, just know you're going in the right direction. It sounds a little cheesy, yes, I know, but that is a big message for you guys. I'm going to get a Moonology card and then we will wrap up your reading. Alrighty, so I forgot another group got this too. It says a time for healing, balsamic moon. Definitely can see that. Like with you guys putting in that work with your subconscious mind and really taking a look at the things that you really want, mastering your mind, definitely a time for healing. We have the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So not doubting your sense of self-worth based off of what other people think or say about you. That is a strong message. And then we have the balanced spirituality and practicality with the full moon in Pisces. So this is telling me that there is obviously a lot going on as far as, you know, with the moon showing up and the High Priestess. I know a lot of people that are, you know, more into spirituality watch my channel, which I love that. But just making sure that you're still being practical in a sense of like the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles is more of like a practical energy, not getting lost completely. Sorry about that. My camera cut out. I don't know what happened, but anyways, they're like, all right, time to wrap things up here. We have had enough. So I am going to leave it with that. Just balancing your spiritual practices with your life, your practical life, the physical realm, because we are still here physically, not just spiritually. So I'm sending you guys all so much love. I hope you have a really beautiful month of November. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.